the idea came to me that it's possible that nobody's ever been told, or that some of you have never been told, the difference between creative writing versus academic writing. So I've gone to Google, I did a search, and the first thing that comes up, I did the search for creative writing versus academic writing. First thing that comes up is this article, and let me just read the first couple of paragraphs here, because there's some issues with some of the style that is going into the writing here. So let me read this real quickly. Academic versus creative writing. One kind of writing, academic writing, is rigid, procedural, purposed purely to convey knowledge, data, and information. It's orderly, organized, and follows a formula. It is necessary. It can be dull. Anyone can master it. Everyone should master it. The other kind of writing, creative writing, is inspired, artistic, and entertains with word pictures, concepts, and deep meanings. It is enjoyable to read. It touches us while teaching us. It's an art form. It's not necessary to learn, but a joy to those who do. So, as I'm making my way through grading these papers, there are going to be a number of you who are going to get back comments about academic writing. The style that is showing up in some of the papers is creative writing. It's not academic. For instance, if you are conveying your own experiences as the basis or the main meat of your paper, that's not academic writing. Academic writing is you are supposed to tell me something and give me the source for where that information came from. Very seldom is there a place in academic writing for I statements. I thought, I felt, I suppose, when I was a kid I did this. Those kind of statements are perfectly good in creative writing, but the type of paper that you were supposed to do in here, and for likely many of your other graduate level papers, is not supposed to be creative writing. So let me point you to a couple of sources. That's one of the nice things about the internet, is that there's lots of information out there for you, but there's also an expectation that you will go out and find that information. So it's sort of a two-sided coin here. I went to the UW-Stout library, and there's a research tutorial in there. That's got some good information for you in there. You can also go to Google and type in how to write a research paper. If you do that, the first site that comes up, and I haven't gone through and evaluated which are the best sites, but one of the things this particular site lays out how you do it. And then when you get down to checklist number 2 here, did I use a third person as much as possible? You should be avoiding using phrases such as I think, I guess, and I suppose, because thinking, guessing, and supposing do not have a place in academic writing. It's for a position where you make points based on data, and you are summarizing and analyzing those different sources to come up with an informed statement of things. And for at least some of you, that's not what I'm getting. So when you get comments back from me on your papers that talk about academic writing style, or where I use terms like flowery language or creative writing, what I'm saying is that your style is not an academic style. And while it may not be of much use to you at this point, I've seen enough of these coming through this list of papers that I wanted to bring it to your attention that you guys are responsible when you're doing research papers to do academic writing, and that there is a difference between creative and academic writing, and that you need to learn and understand those differences as you go forward, especially when you start trying to do your Type A and Type B documents later on in your career.